And one day, the Gemara says in Shabbos, please write this down, there was it came about that there was all of a sudden, majority of Beit Shammai in the Beit Midrash. And they put armed guards outside the Beit Midrash. According to the Yerushalmi, there actually was a battle in which preventing the students of Beit Hillel from entering the Beit Midrash that day. And it was the order of Beit Shammai to be able to sustain its majority. And Yurches Dvarim Gazru Bo Bayom, there are 18 Gezeros which are made on that day by the students of Beit Shammai who had the majority for the day. And those Gezeros remained, mostly matters of Tum and Tara, listed at the end of the first paragraph of Shabbos, but those Gezeros remained in effect because that day the majority was Beit Shammai's, and therefore they were able to win the day. Again, everybody in the base was the same Beit Midrash, and therefore we find that one of the greatest students, or Yochanan ben Zakkai, even though he was a student of Hillel HaZaken, was, and please write this name down because it's an extremely important name, Reb Eliezer Ben Hyrcanus. Reb Eliezer Ben Hyrcanus. Reb Eliezer Ben Hyrcanus was a Shamuti. He was from the house of Shammai. Some people say Shamuti means something else. We'll get that in a few moments. But he was from the house of Shammai. But he was in the same Beit Midrash, and he was one of the Rabbeim of Rabbi Akiva and his Chaverim of the next generation. So the first generation of the Nesiim and that era of the Tanoim was Hillel and Shammai. The next generation was already Talmidim, including Rabbi Eliezer Ben Hyrcanus, and through Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, Chazal say that Hillel had 80 Talmidim. And the Talmidim and Shammai were also there, chief among them and foremost among them being Reb Eliezer Ben Hyrcanus. And they were all the Rabbeim of the next generation, which is Rabbi Akiva and his Chaverov, Rabbi Akiva and his associates. So the among the great Tanoim of that generation also was Rabbi Shmuel Kohen Gadol, who was the last Kohen Gadol and was the one who was killed, martyred at the time of the Churban Bayis Rishon. There were you have to write that down. Most of the people we call today that's Harugim Malchus were not killed at one time together, but they were all active during that time of the first century of the Common Era. I want to talk a little bit about Beit Shammai, please, about the difference between the two. Please write this down. There is Beit Shammai is known to have been usually more stringent.